Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on here? Welcome back to another football video. So this is going to be my preview for the Italy and the England Euro 2020 final. And what can I say about this final, man? First things first, man, let's just hope this is going to be a very good final and one for the ages. You know, Italy is going to be taking on England in a rematch of Euro 2012, of the Euro 2012 knockouts. Because last time Italy and England played at the Euros, Italy won 4-2 on penalties against England when Pirlo did that crazy Panenka on Joe Hart. Because I still remember watching that game, you know, I legit thought England were going to get that win over Italy back in Euro 2012, man, but that Panenka by Pirlo and Buffon's heroics just were the ultimate key difference maker in that game. So first things first, what can I say about this game? One thing I want to talk about is both teams' back four, because both England and Italy have a very good back four in this entire tournament. Both England and Italy did not concede a lot of goals in this tournament, hence why both teams managed to make it all the way to the final. But if I'm being honest here, I think that Italy have the better overall back four compared to Italy just because of one thing: experience. Because you look at Chiellini and Bonucci, they've been playing together for a very long time, so hence why I think that's going to make Italy's back four better compared to England's, or maybe slightly better. Because one task England's back four will have is to definitely figure out a way how to contain Italy's front attack. Because this is just one of those games where England's back four is going to have to play its best in ever football, you know, because England's back four can't afford to make any mistakes, especially against a team like Italy. Because what makes Italy such a tough team for England to play in this final, in my opinion, is Italy's midfield. Just because if you compare England's midfield with Italy's midfield, Italy have a way better midfield compared to England, because Italy's midfield has been absolute experts in just being able to exploit opposing teams' spaces and just to set up goals and just open up opposing teams' defenses. And that's what I think makes Italy such a very dangerous team in this final. So that's what I think is a very tough aspect of facing Italy. And one other thing that I think might determine the outcome of this game is if Harry Kane is going to show up in the final for England, because I think it's going to be a very big day for Harry Kane to find a way to show up, because I think that Italy's back four is going to focus on trying to pocket Harry Kane and their midfield. Because say for example that Harry Kane gets pocketed by Italy's back four, then I think that's going to give players like Sterling and Saka more space opportunities to try and set up goals for England, because that's the only way how I think England are going to be able to open up Italy's back four, is just hitting Italy on the counterattack and putting away their chances. Because against a team like Italy, if you want to win against Italy, you got to be able to counter them very effectively and put your chances away. You know, it can't be just one of those games for England where England just start missing chances, because then I think it's going to come back and bite them. So like I said before, man, the only way how I think England realistically can get a win against Italy here is if Sterling and Saka can hit Italy's back four on the counter, because if they do that, then I do think England might get that W over Italy, even though they're playing at home. But one area that I think England are slightly better than Italy in this final is just their front attack, because Italy's front attack has been kind of lackluster at times. I mean, I think that Harry Kane has had a better tournament than Immobile. So that's one area on the team that I think England have the advantage over Italy here, minus, you know, them having home field advantage as well. But the thing is, if England starts slacking off on defense, then I think that Italy's just going to quickly expose that and just be up 1 goal and then 2 goals and so on, because that's what I've noticed about Italy in this tournament, is that if an opponent's defense gets caught sleeping, then Italy just quickly are able to expose it and score goals from there. Now, of course, Italy did struggle against Spain, because let's be honest, Spain were all over Italy in that game, and Spain were just unlucky on penalties. But I think that Spain game is going to be a big wake-up call for Italy, that, you know, they need to find a way how to organize their back four, and I believe that Italy will find a way how to organize their back four against England's front attack this Sunday. But what I really think will determine this game is just penalty shootouts, man. I can imagine that this is going to be one of those games that's definitely most likely going to go to a penalty shootout. So in terms of my final prediction, I think England will win 5-3 against Italy on penalties. That's my realistic prediction in this game.